Hey, well, I've got my Tesla in for service, and they gave me a Model X P100D. So we'll get to check out this. I've never driven the performance model before. I don't know if this is insane mode, ludicrous mode, whatever it has, but it's definitely faster than mine. It's got the performance motor in the back, and of course one of those launch modes, which I'll test out because I've never done that before. We'll see how fast it actually is. Okay, I'm learning how to do launch mode. I've got everything in ludicrous mode. This is ludicrous mode. I've put it on max battery power also. It says come to a complete stop. Actually, I don't think I can be turning here. Anyway, let me get to a spot where I can actually do this. Okay, so basically I press the brake pedal when I'm at a complete stop. Then I fully press the accelerator pedal while on the brake, then release it, and then launch mode lights up. Then within 8 seconds, fully press the accelerator pedal again to load everything with torque, then simply release the brake and it's gone. So you don't even have to push, there's no delay in pushing down that accelerator pedal. This ought to be crazy. Here on the control screen is how you activate ludicrous mode and also max battery power. It's telling me it's got 35 more minutes to heat up the battery pack, so maybe I should just drive around a little bit. This is what they gave me. Pretty nice. As you can see, I think this is a brand new model, 455 miles. Wow. I am feeling very fortunate right now. Now I'm trying to do this without it quite reaching max battery power. It's not letting me enable launch mode, and I think that's because it still needs another 30 minutes, so we'll do it in 30 minutes. Still waiting with anticipation for this thing to count down, and actually, I don't know if the max battery power eats up range, but I'm already down to 210 miles. It started at 260, or just about, it seemed like, and I know I've not driven 50 miles. So my guess is this max battery power eats up range, or it knows I'm going to be eating up range when it heats up. Okay, let's do this. Fully depress the brake pedal with my left foot. Push the accelerator with my right foot and release. Launch mode enabled. Within 8 seconds, fully press the accelerator pedal a second time. Preload motor torque. Then let go of the brake. Whoa! Okay, well, that was pretty fast. And no drama, really. I mean, there's no noise, no roaring engine, no squealing tires, nothing like that. And I was even going uphill. So I'll try it again in a little while when I'm going at a level surface. Whew. All right, I'm gonna try to do another launch mode acceleration test here in the ludicrous mode, but I'm going to try ludicrous plus mode. This is how you activate it, apparently. I've never done this before. You push and hold ludicrous for 5 seconds. Someone's saying hi to me. Alright, then we get this on the screen. Are you sure you want to push the limits? This will cause the accelerator weird. Yes, bring it on. Okay. So now I'm ready to go. Let's activate this. Activate launch mode. Oh, I had to push the brake all the way down. Launch mode activated. Whoa! Wow, that was fast. Woo! Okay, there's no question that this ludicrous plus or ludicrous launch mode, you know, doing the acceleration like that and just warming up that battery, I think a lot of it is just prepping the battery, uses a lot of range because we're down to 182. I started with 260 when I left Tesla. I've only put 50 miles on the car. So you'd think I'd be at 210. I've only done 2 acceleration runs and I've been driving at a fairly low speed on the interstate. So just that time to heat up the battery, which took about a half hour to heat that battery up, and to do those 2 launch modes, that kind of burned 30 miles of range right there just to do 2 launch modes. I'm in this rental from Tesla. It's a brand new P100D Model X, build date of May 2017. So it's newer than mine. And it's got the paid supercharging model, as you can see. I'm not sure, obviously I don't think it applies to me since it's a loaner, but I just want to make a video of this so you can see that this is how it works and this is what it looks like, I guess, if you know you're paying when you're plugged into a supercharger. Because I've already started increasing mileage here and it's not adding anything to this, but this would be the way you'd tell how much it's going to cost you. Hey, apparently I think I was in Ludicrous Plus mode. I know I entered it with this camera, but I didn't have this show up. This shows up. I think this is how you know you're in Ludicrous Plus mode, when this thing shows up on the left. It gives you some additional data when you're accelerating. Okay, I'm over here getting supercharged. I want to show you the vehicle that Tesla gave me as a loaner. It's a newer build than mine. It's built in May of 2017. It's a Model X P100D. And it's got, you know, of course, all the performance upgrades, bigger tires, bigger rims. It's got the red brake calipers on it too. And it's also a lot different on the inside. Let me open the doors. You can see on the inside. It's got all the leather and stuff. It's not vegan like my model, but it's got the third row seat in the back. We can take a look at what that looks like. This is a 6-seat configuration. And all you gotta do is push forward. Looks like, well, these seat rests have to go out of the way. I'm not sure how they move out of the way. But it goes forward, it folds down, and you lose a little bit of space here because of the height. And I think it's got, I'm not sure if it's got the performance audio in here or not. That's where the subwoofer goes, if it does. It's got the power package, and these door motors seem a little bit quieter than they do on my car. My car, they seem to make a little bit of noise. He's got the wood grain and leather interior here, the leather steering wheel, which mine doesn't have either. Also got the Alcantara on the top dash. Let's see. It's definitely quieter, these motors. They always make little upgrades. They got the monopole seats. The mine are, of course, I've got the 5-seat configuration where the whole thing folds over. So this doesn't have that, but it's just a different setup altogether. Yeah, definitely quieter. You don't really hear anything with those motors. I hear the motors on my car. And we'll close them all. Here's another way you can tell that you're in max battery power mode and that it's ready. Actually, not max battery power, Ludicrous Plus mode. I think you gotta have max battery power ready too, but look, it changes the color of the car. Instead of being white like mine is in the regular vehicle, it's got these little see-through and electric motors, in addition to the little screen on the left, which never appears unless you're in Ludicrous Plus mode. Neither of these two things here appear, and actually even the gauge on the right, I'm not sure if that's different or not. It might be slightly different. Okay, trying a new launch here in Ludicrous Plus mode with the gauges, the new gauges. Let's check it out. This is the peak whatever, so I'm not sure what those numbers mean. As you can see, we were in Ludicrous mode with the max battery power, and that's what we were pulling. And I had the air conditioning on too. Okay, we're in Ludicrous Plus mode. You can tell because of these extra gauges that appear on the left. Let's put it, brake all the way down, accelerator, launch mode, load the torque, and lift. Wow. Okay, let's give a complete tutorial on how to properly launch a performance model, P model Tesla with Ludicrous mode. First, get into Ludicrous Plus mode by pushing and holding this button for 5 seconds. It pulls this screen up, then read the directions and click yes to bring it on. Make sure you've got max battery power mode turned on and warmed up. It takes sometimes 30 minutes to warm it up. Then your gauges change over. You see the stuff on the left. Now put it in launch mode. Put your here's my flip-flops. Push all the way down on the brake, then all the way down the accelerator, then let up on the accelerator. Now you see launch mode enabled. Now push the accelerator again, and all you have to do is let off the brake. Let off the brake. Wow. That was fast. Hey, some of my driving impressions here with the P100D Model X. It does ride firmer, more sporty, but not dramatically firmer or more sporty. I mean, I'd say that overall it's a pretty good compromise. It just feels a little more connected to the road. And I don't know if just because the tires are wider, they're slightly wider, that probably has an effect. They're a more lower profile, the rims are larger diameter. And also there may be some suspension settings there, I'm not sure, that are adjusted unique to this model. I don't know about that, I'm not sure. Well, the more I ride on the highway here, I can say it's a little more than just slightly not as smooth. It's a little jittery actually, which I guess you would expect from a performance model, but you know, it doesn't have the nice compliant ride that the regular non-performance Model X has that I drive. I mean, the other one, it rides so smooth, it's great. This one is just a little jittery, which of course you want if you're driving aggressively, but if you're not, and I don't do a lot of aggressive driving, I would prefer the standard suspension, and I don't think the standard suspension is too floaty or anything. I just think this is a little too firm for lots of long distance travel, that's all I'm saying.